we are going to create Jane's Nutrition Company. It's not created. You see, and I'll tell you why. You see how under Safeway, here's the icon? Well, under this nutritionist, Jane's Nutrition Company, there's just a blank box. And I don't like this. I think it makes it almost look like you're not a real company. So what I want you to do here is to scroll up here, the 9 little boxes here where it says work, and click the down arrow. Okay. Now under here, you are going to go to the bottom and click create a company page. Now, you're a small business, fewer than 200 employees. So click small business and let's give it a name. So we got the name Jane's Nutrition Company. Now guys, so this LinkedIn company page, this is your public URL. Change this. I'll tell you what, I don't like it like this. I don't like the dashes. They're not necessary. The best thing you can do is write your name out, capital, no hyphens, no any of that. Like this. Write it out, just run it all together, Jane's Nutrition Company. So this will be your public URL. And your website, I hope, let's see if this takes, Jane's Nutrition Company.com. Okay? Now we're going to say, what industry are we in? Because, we've already done this for our personal selves, but now we've got to do it for our page. And that's going to be health, wellness, and fitness. Our company size, not so big. Our company type. Well, we are a sole proprietorship. You could be a privately held like an LLC. We'll call this a sole proprietorship. Okay, so now that we've added those details, we're going to go down to profile details. And right here, we're going to click choose a file, and we're going to upload our logo. And look at that, guys. Graphic design is not my skill. But if you need someone, let me know. I can definitely give you referrals. Definitely not me. Okay, and your tagline is your elevator pitch, or, your short one sentence. Helping people create healthy meal plans. I don't know, something like that. You're going to do a better job with this than me. And then I have to say I'm an authorized representative of this organization, and I'm going to create the page. So up here, let's go back up here a minute, because the URL wasn't taking, if you noticed, because now it didn't like the capitals. I have to give it all small letters. Okay, so there you go. Now it'll like it. Now that doesn't mean you can't write it out with the first letter of each word capitalized. You can, and you can search it that way. You can, and it'll still work. You can create a link out of it. It'll work. So now that we've got everything completed, we're going to say create page. So now I went through all the steps, showed you how to do it. It won't accept it because it's not a real company or a real website. So I didn't hit enter, but let me show you here what it's going to look like. So now that I'm going to edit on here. So now what's going to happen is you're going to get these logos right here. See, it's going to logo and it's going to link. So watch this. Okay, guys. So now I can click on it and it can take people directly to this page. They can scroll the page. They can see what hashtags relate to my page. So you're gonna follow a few hashtags. They're gonna see my posts. They can go over here and say, what is Fox Social Media? What's it about? And they can read this information. They can find out how to reach me, more about me, my specialties. They can see where I'm located approximately. And if I had jobs or other people working for me, they would show here. I can click videos. Oh, Jill has put up videos. Okay, there's a bunch of videos. These are just the ones I've natively uploaded to LinkedIn. And then we can click ads. I don't run ads on LinkedIn for my business, so that's why you don't see any. But that gives you a really good idea of how this works. So let's go back. And once again, don't forget I couldn't... this hasn't changed because it's not, I couldn't push, it wouldn't accept, it's not a real page. So what we're going to do, so let's say it took But still, you're still seeing, you went back and it looks like this. The reason it does is you have to select that page. So when you're coming down here, you start typing it and it will come down to this drop down menu and you'll see Jane's Nutrition Company, which will now show up as you type. We'll pick it and we'll click save. Now on here, you can put manager, team manager, skip all that, just say done. Okay, and now scroll down and there you go. There's the logo. And when we click on it, it takes us over. I picked a different page, obviously, but that's how it works. So that gives you a really good idea of how to set up both your personal and your professional pages. And what I want you to do now is really take some time to get these set up right. And just make sure that you complete as much of the information as possible. You don't need exact dates. If you're going back like I am on mine, I think I just have years on mine. So don't worry about the exact date or just the month, that year is fine, or just the year is fine. I don't think anyone cares. We just put the year. So there's quite a bit you can do here. And again, filling out that anything extra about you. You have some amazing training skills, volunteer experience, add all of that in here. You can also do some things up here. You can edit your public profile URL. So I can go up here and say, oh, wait, Jane, I don't want it to look like this. I want it to say, and remember, we did this in the other side. I want it to say Jane Smith. I just want my name. I guarantee this is taken. Yeah. So if it's taken, I'm going to say Jane Z. Smith. That's my middle name, Zoe, on here. No, that's even taken. Okay. So then I'm going to put Zoe and see what happens. Put my whole name. Or like in my case, I'll sometimes put my maiden name too. There we go. Now we can direct people to our page, linkedin.com/in/Jane Zoe Smith. There you go. So this is really cool. Now you can, on here, you can edit the contents of your public profile. Just click here. You can edit visibility, who can see what. Your profile is on public. I would recommend you leave it on public. There's not really a reason to. Just don't put things on here you don't want to be public. And then I would set it to public just like this. So here's all your different basic settings. And I think you are going to be all set. Give this a shot. Go set it up and let me know if you have any questions.